Alright, so let me get this straight. Arne Slot must have looked at his team and thought, oh my god, what can I do to ensure that everyone's happy today? I don't want to create drama. I know what I'll do. Gakpo has to play. I love him. So, Gakpo stays, but we move him from the left. We put him as a number 9 and we remove Ekitike. We tell Ekitike is key because we need to rest him because we need him later in the Champions League. And then on the left, we bring in NGUMOHA as a starter so that everyone asking about the kid playing is finally satisfied. And I can't bench Salah. No, I'm not going to bench Salah because if I bench Salah, he's going to whine, he's going to make faces. People are going to talk about it. My job is going to be under pressure. So I'm going to keep Salah on the right wing, right? So now I look at this team and I look at the lineup and I'm like, bro, this is a coach with no balls. What is he doing? But then the game starts and all of my worries and concerns, poof, evaporate. The boys are playing today, man. And when I watch this game, for me, there's 3 big things that I want to highlight. First, a 17-year-old announcing himself to the world. I'm here, even though you guys keep saying I'm 17, I'm ready to play. Robertson, secondly, rolling back the years, playing and supporting the young kid, mentoring him on that left lane. And finally, Liverpool playing well, scoring goals, but still conceding in the last minutes of the game. Let's get into it. First of all, can we talk about NGUMOHA for a second? Because I already know what people are going to say. Yeah, he's only 17. Relax. It's just an FA Cup game against Wolves. He's only 17. Don't put too much pressure on him. You know, I hear this stuff every day. Yes, he's 17, but look at him play today. Look at how sharp he looked. Look at how fast he was. The kid was out there gliding. From the opening minutes, every dangerous attack of Liverpool was started from the left wing where he plays. By the first 10 minutes, he had already won us 2 corners just by being direct, by being aggressive, by actually playing like a proper winger, receiving the ball, trying to beat the defender, instead of immediately passing back, recycling backward. That energy changed Liverpool's attack. Even Gakpo nearly profited from one of his crosses. The 17-year-old that we're all talking about is actually bringing changes to this team, and we need to look at it seriously. He's producing actions. Within minute 15, the boy had a shot on target. Again, yes, I get it, he's 17, but we need to really take him seriously and really take him for who he is, a starter level player. The guy will go for the defenders. He does not go backward. He will try to make a difference like they used to do before and not be scared. That's why I keep repeating over and over and over again, this kid has to play. When we look at the other side of the pitch, when we look at the right side, Mohamed Salah, man. Again, I keep saying it, I think people don't agree with me when I say if Salah don't score today, you don't even realize he's playing. He's that sterile. People won't agree with me on that, but it's true. And because he scores, it's just buying him time and buying him credit. People are rating him a 7 out of 10, which is deserved because he scored a tap in. He was at the right place at the right time. I get it. But if you look at Salah, man, you have to agree with me. The guy is finished. I'm sorry, but he's finished. And it's time to move forward from it. Every time Salah gets the ball, I'm thinking, yo, please pass it somewhere really quickly before you give it away. Because that's what usually happens. He gets the ball and gives it away. And then he doesn't fight back for it. You know, that's the problem we have with him right now. He lost his touch. He's not explosive anymore. He's not technical. He doesn't take anyone anymore one-on-one. And he's lacking confidence. You can feel it. But then he will score a quick tap in and buys himself, you know, the grace of the public. And we stop criticizing him and looking at him. But really, we should keep looking at Salah as a liability. I'm sorry. I know he's our legend. I will keep repeating myself. I know the guy is a legend. I agree with you. I am thankful for everything he did for us. But it is time to accept that we need to move on from him. And today, again, I'm going to repeat myself. He scores, so we forget about that. We forget of the fact that he is not playing so well lately. The man is just not who he used to be anymore. And I don't understand where the problem is. because it wasn't so long ago. It was a year ago. He was the best player of the English Premier League. Top assists, top goals. Carried us literally to the title. But this year, he looks like a complete shell of that Mo Salah. Today's game wasn't the worst, all right? He got a goal, fine, no problem. But I still think that if we're really serious about building this team up, we need to look in the future and we need to be brave enough and bench Mohamed Salah. Take the hit, because hit is going to come from it. There are people that love him to death that won't accept it. Some people love Salah more than they love Liverpool club. This is just a short-term issue, however, and once we pass that, everything's going to click again. He has to accept it. He is not the starter anymore. Kudos to him today for the goal. Thank you for your service. You have to be benched, Mo Salah. Now, another player I thought looked really, really good today in the midfield is Ryan Gravenberch. There were one particular run where he takes the ball from Mane in the midfield, and then he's under pressure and has to, weave around one, and then he gets a second challenge from Mane coming back at him, but he still wins the challenge, and he's able to keep the ball and then confidently, passes the ball. He looked really good, really confident, solid, like the Gravenberch we had last season. And we really need him, because when we have that structure in midfield, when we can make sure that we control it, that's our strength. That's basically our baseline. This is what makes us the team that won last season. So honestly, I'm really, really glad to see Gravenberch playing really well. I'm hoping that he keeps that momentum going, because we definitely need him. That midfield has to have someone that is good with his passing, but someone that is also very solid with his possession. Someone that is confident on the ball, someone that can dribble, someone that has a little bit on his repertoire of moves, not just passing backward and, trying to build from the back. No, you have to go through the midfield. You have to be creative. You have to be able to dribble 1-2 players, and then you have to be able to see the openings and do the pass. And this is what he shows. This is the talent he has. This is why we have him in the team. And this is what I saw today. So big, big kudos to Ryan, because I think that if he keeps playing like that, it's going to help us tremendously, especially on the game Tuesday against Galatasaray. And now I want to talk about our man of the match. Obviously, our man of the match, Andy Robertson. Man, when I see Andy Robertson play well, I am so happy. It's not just about the win. It just brings me back to the good old days. Today, he was fantastic. I mean, that strike came out of nowhere. I don't think I've ever expected Robertson to even know how to shoot the ball like that. Every time he shoots, usually it's like it goes really high in the sky. And then he just out of nowhere came up with that shot. It was a clean and precise strike. The keeper had absolutely no chance. I didn't expect that at all from Andy Robertson. And not only that, but also the run he makes to cross the ball for the assist to Salah's tap in, that as well is a classic Robertson. The guy is just a fighter. Robertson, just a guy with a lot of fighting in him that never gives up. And today he just does this performance. And it's not just the output in attack, it's also his defending. It's also his supporting role, because he covered for NGUMOHA today a lot, showing the kid how it's done. And you see how we have that contrast. We have an older player, and we have this young 17-year-old playing on the same wing, and Robertson showing him the way pretty much, mentoring him, showing him, hey, it's not just about attack, you have to defend as well. I'll cover for you. I got your back. Don't worry. And you see, we saw that today. He mentored the kid, he controlled the left lane, he scored goals, he had an assist. When Andy Robertson plays, I feel like we're untouchable. When this guy is good, I feel like we're untouchable. No, I don't want to talk bad about Kirkes or anything. He's actually really good too, but he's so young. He's so young and abrasive in his play. You know, Robertson is like that too, but with the experience. So Kirk is gonna be a beast too. He's coming, but he's not at that level yet. So honestly, big game today, and that made me smile, man. Like that performance was fantastic, honestly. So yeah, overall it was a great game. I wish the coach played Mamardashvili today instead of Alisson, just for change. I don't know about Alisson lately. He hasn't been his best. Even the goal he conceded, I feel like it was a bit easy to concede, but it wasn't his fault. We always concede at the end of the games. If that's gonna be our identity, then we need to score goals. That's what we did today. And again, I want to say, you know, Tuesday we're going in the Champions League against Galatasaray, who already beat us. Arne Slot really need to make some decisions. Sit down and look what's best for the team. Stop doing things not to hurt egos. Because clearly when he built the team today, that's what he did. If you go solely based on performance, you bench Salah and you bench Gakpo. What I'm trying to say is that we haven't convinced. Yes, we beat Wolves, they beat us before, but we haven't convinced. I still believe that we have a lot of trouble in this team. And it's not because we won once and we had a little good game and Salah scored that all the noise should stop and we should not be worried. That's what you do when you don't really know football. But if you really know the game, you understand we're not doing really well right now. We're not doing well. We're not a good team. I'm sorry to say it like that. We're not a good team because it's too inconsistent. You never know what's going to happen, who's going to show up. And the coach doesn't look like he knows what he's doing because he does things that are random and sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. And he doesn't know how to fix it when they don't. So I'm very worried about the game in Galatasaray, to be honest with you. I don't know how we're gonna do then. It's hard to predict, but if I was the coach, I would trust what I saw today. Another really good positive is the return of Florian Wirtz, who looked really good as well. And that is so relieving because, oh, we so missed him in that midfield. That's my assessment of the team right now. I don't know if you agree or not. But I'm going to leave it at that. Today was very pleasing to watch. I'm really happy for the team, for the club, and too many more like those.